What's going on, everybody? What's going on, everybody? What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Coop the Trainer coming at you with another video to make you better than what you were the day before. And what I'm going to do is just talk about something real quick. I'm not going to be here too long, but a little message that I want some people to hear and kind of understand where I'm coming from with it. And this is what it is. Why do we choose to cover up versus reconstruct? And I really want you to really think about what I'm saying. A lot of times we will choose to cover up a situation or cover up what's going on versus try to fix what's going on or try to fix that situation. I've done it plenty of times. I know a lot of other people who've done it. And it's just one of them things that you got to start to learn what's really going on with you. What I mean by that is, just say, for instance, you go into a store. You go in a store and you go in there to buy a new shirt. You go to buy the new shirt. That shirt, for some reason, is a large. That's what you normally get. Every time you go in there, you get a large. This time, when you get the large is too tight. It doesn't fit the way that you want it to fit. So, what you do, you have a choice at that point. You can either cover up or you can reconstruct. To cover up basically means that you go ahead and you change the position of what you were going to do. Instead of getting that large shirt that you should be wearing, you bump up and you get an extra large. That's covering up a situation. You got a choice to change right there. You can either say to yourself, well, I know I wear a large, but now I got to go up in a size and go to an extra large. Let me not get this shirt, or let me get this shirt in a large and try to figure out what I got to do to make sure I can stay in it and be comfortable. Some people would rather say, well, instead of, getting that large, I'm going to go up to the size that I need and get that extra large. Right there, if you're comfortable with what you're saying, then you do that. But what are you doing? You're just covering up what's wrong, what's going on. That's what you're doing. You're covering that up with the house, with friends. A lot of people, they do that. Instead of looking at the situation, seeing what it is, and not covering it up and try to reconstruct it, try to change something, try to make a plan. Q, what's going on, sweetheart? Hope you had a wonderful time. Um, that's what we got to do as people. We need to look at our journeys in life, and not just with fitness, not just with health. It's with everything. Why are we doing the things that we do? Why are we covering up instead of reconstructing everything that we have that's going on? It's simple. You can reconstruct your life. You can reconstruct everything that you're seeing. You can reconstruct other people, or you can help them cover up everything. Covering up is just not telling them the truth, not being upfront with them, not being straight up with them, not caring about them enough to change what they're doing and how they're doing it. Whenever I go to do something in life, I try to figure out what's going to be the best approach for me to do it. And a lot of times it's easier to go to the cover up. Well, I want to lose weight. What should I do? Should I just stop eating? I won't eat all day and then I'll just wait till tomorrow to eat. That's not how you lose weight. That's not how you change something. That's kind of covering it up. That's not reconstructing. Reconstructing is actually getting a plan to change what's going on in your life or what you're doing. And like I said, to cover up and reconstruct is so similar, and it only just changes just a little bit. Like I said before, for the people who didn't hear, if you go into a store and you want to get a shirt, you want to get some clothes, you want to put something on, no matter what it is, and just say you're a medium. You're a medium, you go in there, you put the medium on, you think it's going to fit perfect. But when you put it on, it doesn't fit perfect. It's a little bit too tight. Right there, you got the choice to change. You can get a bigger size, and that's covering up. That's not fixing what the problem is. Or you can get the size that you currently wear and feel uncomfortable in it. Or you can get the size that you currently wear and work out so that you feel comfortable in what you have. That's the difference in reconstructing and covering up. I'm not covering up anything. If I have something in my life I want to do, if I have something in my life that I want to change, then I'm going to do it. I'm not going to cover it up. I'm going to change it. I'm going to reconstruct what's going on. If I can't get up in the morning and do the jogs that I want to do, I can be like, okay, I'm tired. I worked out hard yesterday, so I should get a free day today. I don't have to work out hard. No, it doesn't work like that. You cannot go as hard, but you cannot just stay there and be stagnant. You can't do that. With working out, with changing your lifestyle, with everything that you do, you have to start to reconstruct anything that you thought you knew before. Throw it away. Because if what you knew was really helping you, it would be changing your lives. And if it is changing your life, then you're doing right. You're reconstructing. But if you're still doing the same thing you've been doing years ago, trying to get more results better now, and it wasn't working back then, how you going to do it now? It doesn't go that way. You're getting older. Your body is starting to mature in ways that you really don't understand. I just had a birthday not too long ago in May, and I can feel the change from May to now in my body in different things that I do. If I lay in the bed, if I don't stretch, if I don't eat right, if I get too stressed out about something, stuff starts to change. It's going to do that as you get older, as you start to mature, as your body starts to, you know, get balanced to what it has to deal with now. I had a guy tell me that, he don't see the problem with eating pork. He don't see the problem with eating, beef and stuff like that. And we had a good debate. And at the end of it, we basically came up to an agreement that, both of us were right. Back in the day, my great grandparents, they ate pork. They ate hog, they ate all that stuff. You name it, they ate it. And with doing that, what ended up happening is that transferred to their grandkids and great grands eating it because that we grew up with, that we knew. Um, as you start to see what people have been teaching you in your life, everybody's an influence. They can be an influence in a good way or they can be an influence in a bad way. Is many ways to do it. But the influence they had on me was a good influence, but some of their tactics and some of the ways they ate was not a good influence. And it took me getting older to understand that, to figure that out, to see that what I was doing was not working for, my body. The animals back then, they say, well, the hog back then was good. Why it's not good now? The reason is because back then with the hogs and all the other animals, they fed those animals the same thing that we ate, natural foods. Even some people that called it slop. Anything that was left at the end, but it was organic. It was real. It was the things that we put into the ground. This stuff you could throw into the ground, it'll grow back later. Now you can't do that. And these are the same things that they're feeding these animals. So if they're feeding these animals this stuff, what's going to happen to us? We're eating basically the same thing. So right there, everybody has, their chance to figure out if they're going to reconstruct or they're going to cover up. If you already know this and you can't stop everything that you're doing, because it's impossible to stop everything. Um, some stuff is going to be bad for you, some stuff is going to be worse for you, some stuff is going to be good, but you need to find out what's going to work for you and your body. Um, the foods that we eat now, they're full of GMO. They're no good for you by any means, and we continue to eat it. We see that we have problems coming in our lives like high blood pressure, um, blood sugar, uh, cancer, all this stuff. We're trying to figure out where it's coming from. Like, well, our parents or our grandparents might have had it, so that's why we have it. Everything is not hereditary. Something is what you put into your mouth, what you're not doing with your body. So if you're not doing the type of stuff that you need to do every day to change your life, why would you feel like it's going to change? Because you get older. As you get older, your body starts to learn what it likes. You start to learn what it likes. Your body is extremely intelligent. It is one of the 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 most brilliant things that has ever been created. The mind is the one that is supposed to be able to tell everything what's going on and how it's supposed to work. But the problem is our minds are not focused the way they need to be focused. Because our body could tell us that we're thirsty. We want water. Our mind tells us, okay, we're thirsty. Let's get some Kool-Aid. Let's get some Gatorade. Uh, let's get some beer. Let's get some liquor. Let's get some juice. None of the things that our body is telling us that we need, we're putting into it. So right there is where it goes to the pendulum. Are we actually reconstructing or are we trying to cover up? And if people are gaining weight, there's nothing wrong with gaining weight. Figure out why you're gaining weight and change it. I've heard people talk about, these shoes, they hurt my feet. They hurt my feet so much that it's crazy. You look at the person and you see the person is about 5'3", 5'4", 5'5", and maybe they weigh about 250 pounds. That is a lot of weight on a frame like that to be putting on shoes. So it doesn't really matter what shoe you go to get, you're still going to have the problem because you're trying to cover it up. You're trying to get things to cover up what the actual problem is. So why not try to switch up and say, okay, these shoes are not working. What do I need to look at on myself to be able to understand what I need to change? Maybe it's not the shoes. Maybe the shoes are excellent. Maybe the insoles that I get are excellent. I'll call it right back. I'm going to cut this short because that's my mom, and never know what she wants. So I'm gonna say this real quick, and I'm gonna get right back to this live. But understand that whenever you're working out, whenever you're doing anything, it's a problem. Wherever that problem is at, whatever that problem is going on, you need to try to fix that problem. You need to try to reconstruct and find out what's going on. Don't just try to cover it up. Covering up is what gets people into a state or into a mind frame that they're stuck. Nothing else will really change it. Nothing else will really stop it until something happens. Whenever you get 600 pounds is too late to start to say that you want to eat a salad. I eat right now, not for right now, but for later. Right now, I'm able to do certain things to keep my body active. I'm able to move around. 20, 30 years from now, I might not be able to do that. Right now, I eat the things that I like. I take things out of my meal plan that I shouldn't be eating, and I keep it going like that. Because if I do that now, in 20 or 30 years, it's not going to be hard to keep up with that. So that's what I want to do. I want to keep up with a lifestyle that's going to protect me in the future. So when it's time for me to go on my trips and chill and relax, my body still look good. I still eat whatever I want to eat, and I feel good. I can walk around and do what I want to do. Listen, people, this is your life. It is your life. You can do with it as you please. Nobody can tell you what you can and what you can't do. But there are people out here that's willing to help you if you have a problem or if you want to change that. I don't care how big you are. I don't care how small you are. And a lot of people feel that because they're small, they don't have problems. Skinny people have diabetes. Skinny people got high blood pressure. Skinny people have cancer. Skinny people can have the same problem that anybody can have. So it doesn't matter just being big. It doesn't matter just being small. What matters is you actually doing what you need to do for you. So if this was enlightful for you, if this helped you out, if this make you feel like I stepped on your toes, then so be it. If I have to step on your toes to make you change for your life to have you here longer, then that's what I'm going to do. I will stomp them off from the little pinky toe to the big one. And at the same time, try to help you all the way. I'm going to tell you the truth. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm going to give you what you need, but you got to want it. I can't run 1 mile for you or take one step for you. That's on you. I can only reconstruct what's going on, okay? I'm going to reconstruct it. I will not let you cover it up. But you already know who it is. It's your boy, Coop the Trainer. Hit me up on Facebook, Instagram, or YouTube. Share my stuff, comment on my stuff, and yo, let's get this working. Holla at your boy.